You are watching Huskie News, starring students and staff from the Emmett School District.
Hello, I'm Selena Jensen, and I'm one of the EHS Drama team captains, and I'm here with the EHS Drama team who recently won a state championship. What is the hardest thing about competing at state?
You get in a humorous room, and no one laughs the entire time, and it's really hard to do.
What is the hardest thing about competing in solo humorous as a female?
One thing that's really hard is just finding our scripts because they're all really similar, and also just being expected to be as big as the guys.
Try to compete against a guy, we have to be just as big, if not bigger.
What is the most interesting thing about competing in pantomime?
I think in pantomime it's really interesting to see all the expression and the emotion that people have. You know, there's no words, and so everyone's really moving around. There's a lot of movement and expressions.
Can you tell me how hard it is to be double entered?
It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of extra effort, and it's really hard to switch between the two pieces really quickly, but it's definitely worth it.
Can you tell me what the hardest thing about competing in prop?
Properties is a lot of fun, it's a lot of hard work, but at the same time it's also very subjective like most other arts, and putting all the hard work in and then seeing it not go as far as you wish, it's hard to see, but it's also a great learning experience, and that's the best part of it, is that you always learn and grow.
Would you like to add something?
I would just like to say that prop is really, really fun. I would suggest it for anyone else, and other than that, it is really hard, but it's so much fun to do.
How did that feel when they announced your name for your medals?
I didn't believe it at first. It was crazy. I jumped into this guy's arms. I was so happy, so excited. You know, we won. It was just a crazy feeling.
Would you guys like to add anything about that?
I would just like to say that it was a very surreal experience. I wasn't expecting it, and when it happened, you're just kind of like the most happy you've ever been.
Yeah, you just feel overjoyed. I was so happy when they called Noe's name after mine. It was just such a wonderful thing to see your teammates, be successful as well as yourself.
What did you do to accomplish a state-winning team?
Well, actually, what they did, I just coached them with other people like Alex Barrett, and Mrs. Jukes helped. And then what we did is we had 16 groups make it to state. 11 made it to semifinals, which means that they're the top 16 in the state. And then 6 groups made it to the top 8. And then from there, we had the medalists that you've seen. And all of those points combined, we won a state championship. And then I also feel like the reason this works is the district supports us every year to go to state, Mr. Carter, and this community. And that's why these kids are state champions.
Thank you, Mrs. Smith, for all your hard work and dedication to this program.
Okay, we're here today with Marcus Shaw, who teaches PE at Shadow Butte and Sweet-Montour Elementary. Marcus, you've got some interesting approaches to PE. Could you just kind of share your approach to teaching these younger kids physical education?
I consider my PE class sort of like organized chaos. Obviously, I have to hit the standards, but I want to hit those standards in a way that makes it fun.
So when students come to your class, what are some, the most important things that you want them to take away?
Just confidence in themselves. Especially, I don't like it when they use words like I can't when I can see you doing it. They just need that extra push, and also just social skills.
Okay, let's take a look at some examples from the classroom, and Marcus, you can just kind of explain what the kids are doing and what they're learning.
So right here, we call this popcorn. It's basically a pattern passing drill, and everybody's communicating. The more that they communicate, the more pieces of popcorn or dodgeballs that I add to the microwave. They're a really big microwave. This is another cooperative game called the Titanic. The hula hoops are the boats, and as you can see, there's sharks swarming around. The kids have to stay together inside of the boat to get all the way to the island, which are the mats at the end. There's tons of things you can do with parachutes. We've done things like cat and mouse, sharks in the water. We've made igloos. We've popped balls up as lava, as we're volcanoes. We've made huge air bubbles and climbed mountains. everything is just cooperative when it comes to a parachute.
He does a variety of different sports and activities. He's a wonderful teacher, in my opinion.
The EHS Student Council held their annual blood drive this December. A large showing of community members and students donate blood at the high school. The American Red Cross estimates that every pint of blood donated saves 3 lives. The week before Christmas break, the student body officers are holding a 5 days of Christmas event. The biggest highlight event of the week will be Ugly Christmas Sweater Day. Thank you.
Wrestling has had a good start to this season. Junior Lane Dalton and senior Jake Johnson both went undefeated at the Bucks Bags tournament at Capitol High School. This tournament includes wrestlers from all over Idaho and other states. Shorthanded boys basketball team, due to injuries, had a tough game against Weezer in their home opener on December 6th. The boys also lost to Middleton on December 10th, and the next home game is January 7th against Valley View. The girls basketball team was 2-4 to start the season, and they will play in a holiday tournament December 20th and 21st in Jerome. The next home game will be against Middleton on January 9th.
EMS has been competing with the high school in a canned food drive. As of December 11th, we have 476 cans. Thank you to all students, staff members, and parents who helped contribute to making someone's holiday better.
We interviewed Mrs. Chinnick to check up on the academic team.
What did the academic team do to prepare for the second Quiz Bowl tournament?
I had them research their topics. Each student gets a topic. So we had famous person, history, and science, and some other topics. And they all just divided and studied those topics and created a shared document. And then we played like practice Quiz Bowl where they went up against each other and just had fun with it.
Perfect. And are there any upcoming events that are planned for the academic team?
Yeah, next week we have our 3rd academic bowl on Tuesday.
Perfect. And what have you guys specifically been working on in terms of like sections or chapters?
First round's current events, second's all their topics, and third round is just random. So we've been preparing by just asking a lot of current event questions and just a lot of random questions.
The Lady Huskies went into the tournaments this week. The 7th graders ended up in 8th place, and the 8th graders ended up in 5th place. Good job, girls.
Thank you for all of your support this year in wrestling. At the district tournaments, Emmett brought a total of 29 athletes who competed Friday night and Saturday. Of those 29 athletes, 20 of them placed in the top 6 of their weight classes. The following are the athletes who placed.
Here's what's been happening at Butte Elementary this month.
Our school received a grant allowing students to enjoy a free breakfast after the bell. It gives everyone the choice to have breakfast in the classroom after our recess bell rings. This also gives us time for class meetings and building relationships. Running from December 5th all the way to December 12th, our students from Butte Elementary can donate canned food or non-perishable items to families in need. We hope to reach a goal of 500 donations to earn an extra recess. Students are collecting food for the school district food drive for needy families.
Many students have donated to this drive.
The Christmas program is on December 17th. It includes singing songs and a visit from Santa and Mrs. Claus. Treats for the children are given at the end of the program.
Here are students practicing.
Have a blue, 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 blue Christmas.
Carberry students are busy preparing for their Christmas music programs. 2nd grade did a Western comedy show called Christmas at the OK Corral, complete with the hero, the Candy Cane Kid, and the villain, Bubblegum Bart. Carberry held its award assembly on November 22nd. Students who had perfect attendance received awards too. The highlight of the show was Mr. Alexander and some teachers kissing a pig. Check out the video.
they made over $16,000 with their fundraiser, and so I and a couple of teachers made some commitments, and so we ended up having to kiss a pig. It was memorable.
Uh, 11 that made it to finals, and oh God. Ugh. How many? 11?
My name is. Okay. Hi, my name is Cecilia Sandoval. Hi, my name is Charlie Newell, and I'm from. Sweet. Say it again. So.
I think you can see my gums.
On requiring percussion. Aw, I think you're going. Okay.